This past weekend, I went to see a movie called Tuner. The Tuner is a crime thriller that follows Nicky, a talented piano tuner who suffers from hyperacusis, who discovers he has an aptitude for cracking safes, which ends up turning his life upside down. It's directed by Daniel Roher, who also co-wrote it with Robert Ramsey. This will be a spoiler-free review, but before we get into it, what's the last movie you saw in theaters that really didn't get a wide release, or a movie that you think more people should have seen in the theaters? Let me know down in the comments below, and without wasting any more time, let's just jump straight into it. Starting off with the good, the performances all around are really great. From the lead actor Leo Woodall as Nicky, the gifted piano tuner, Havana Rose Liu as Ruthie, who's a driven college student and a local conservator, and Dustin Hoffman as Harry, Nicky's mentor and father figure. The rest of the cast also do a really good job, but these three to me are the standouts, and they deserve all the praise that they get from this movie. Leo Woodall plays Nicky with so much honesty, going through his day-to-day life, seemingly happy. He's doing a job that he's able to do after years of struggling to just be able to overcome his condition and keep in touch with something that once brought him so much joy. His relationship with Harry is really good. You can just feel through their interactions that their relationship feels so real. And while Nicky sometimes might feel Harry is a little too much in a very straightforward, in this very charming way, but you can clearly see that Nicky deeply cares about him and will do anything for him. This is the kind of relationship everyone hopes to have with someone in their life, and every time they were interacting, playing off each other, it was some of the best moments of the film. Every time Dustin Hoffman was on screen, he was just stealing the show so effortlessly. It was really good. Nicky and Ruthie's relationship is also something that's very cute to see develop throughout the movie. From a chance meeting for the first time, her being annoyed because her plans are messed up, to her calling his service to try and rescue her piano that her grandmother gifted her after she passed away, and it's blossoming into this relationship that Nicky never thought he was really able to get because of his condition. Just really good stuff all around, and I think they do a good job at showing it off that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Too many times in movies, they either make it too perfect or too over the top with the drama that happens to make it feel more real, but Tuner hits this perfect tone with it. These are real people who have these wide range of emotions, and it's not always pretty when they come out. Now, other than the romance, the movie is primarily a crime thriller, and the scenes where Nicky is breaking into safes, especially when he's first starting out, to win, they have more stakes attached to them. They're all really enthralling, and the situation that Nicky and his group of security guards also get into further into the movie can get really intense, which is great. Especially towards the end of the second and final act, while picking locks and breaking into safes may start out as easy money to Nicky, a way to help those who he cares about without really any consequences at the moment. One job too far can change everything, and within the movie they pick the perfect time for that to start happening, and that's when the movie to me starts to get really good. This movie, while it might seem like a basic crime thriller with some sprinkles of romance and drama, the heart of this film, to me at least, was the guy, Nicky, being forced to come to terms with his life that he's built for himself, while never coming to terms with a life that was taken from him. He's built up these walls going day by day, saying and looking like everything is good. He has a job, he has friends, he's healthy. But once a particular event happens that I won't go into exact details, everything just starts to unravel. And it comes to a head with an argument with Ruthie in the second act, and it gets too real, and you see the pain that he's been holding back for most of his life. And that's something that really elevates the movie from just being another thriller. You're already feeling sympathy for him because of what just happened in the past 10 or so minutes, but when these cracks finally end up breaking him and he says some hurtful things that, like most people do when they're hurt, something's just come out. It's really well done. This scene alone is worth watching the movie and experiencing it for yourself. The last few things I want to talk about is that the movie does an excellent job at putting the audience in Nicky's condition. Because of his hyperacusis, he has to wear earplugs and then bigger earmuffs to block out noises when it gets too loud that he can't control. The movie does a great job at showing that super sensitive hearing that Nicky has, the ringing when it gets too bad, and it really makes you feel even more for him, which is great. I love when movies do that. They actually play into someone's disability or problem, and you really get to feel what it potentially is, but not overall the whole time. It's really good. and it plays it really well. The movie's pacing and editing are also really well done. It never feels like too much or that you're wasting too much time at any scene. The score is also great, especially when they play the piano for any number of reasons in the movie. The music they use for the safe cracking scenes are also wonderful as well. It really gets you into the suspenseful side of it. It really fits the mood. Nothing really feels out of place. Pacing, editing, music, and as well as the way it's shot is just all beautifully well done. And the last thing is that this movie is a lot more funny than I thought it was going to be, especially Dustin Hoffman's character Harry. He's so charismatic and he just makes every scene that he's in feel like a comedy just by his performance. He can just say something that feels like so out of place, but then just because of the way he's performing, it just makes it feel funny, and he's just such a charismatic in everything that he does. It's so good. And everyone else has this really good deadpan humor as well that I like a lot, and I was finding myself chuckling a lot more than I ever thought I would from even some other comedy movies I've seen recently. Just good stuff that I was not expecting from this movie. Moving on to the mixed, I wish Dustin Hoffman's character was in the movie more. His and Nikki's relationship was easily the most endearing part of the film to me, and I wanted just more of it. It's not the end of the world, and I guess getting as much of it as we did is better than not getting it at all. I do also think the ending might leave some people upset. I know I'm not going to go into details of it, but it kind of just ends. But to me, it ends in a way that's at least satisfying while also having a cheeky joke right at the end there. But some people, I can understand feeling like that's where it ends. Why isn't there just something else to feel more of a satisfying conclusion? But to me, it was a good ending to this movie, go along with how the movie was structured. And the last mixed thing I can say is that if you've seen a movie like this before, it's not really doing anything drastically different from the others. But to me, The Tuner makes up for it with that strong emotional core that I went over before, the excellent acting, and its great sense of humor. Those are the very few mixed things to me, but to some, they might be a bigger deal. I don't really have anything negative to say about this movie, so let's just jump straight to my final thoughts. To me, The Tuner is a great throwback film that I wish we got more of. It's got heart, it's got humor, it has riveting sequences that get you on the edge of your seat, and can also leave you feeling very sad and vulnerable. Tuner gets a 9 out of 10 from me. I wish it was getting a wider release. Hopefully it does this coming weekend, and if you're able to go see The Tuner, I think you should. I don't think you're going to regret it, and I'm all for championing smaller releases like this, especially when they're this good as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your day.